From our perspective, what you would call ascension or your ascension process, we see as your deliberate allowance and choice to experience and express yourselves in what you would call a higher frequency or higher dimensional way of expression and being, while still being, shall we say, cognizant or aware of your existence and the state of being that you are in as the incarnate being. So, it is moving into these higher frequency modes, higher frequency ways of expression and experience for yourselves, and moving through this now through your deliberate choice and allowance. Now we will qualify your question and our answer in that this is not exact. We are dealing here with a word, with a conceptualized idea, which is dominant or predominant in your incarnate state. We are all consciousness energy. We express and experience through vibration. Words become a vibration as such. And all vibration is moving, changing, expanding. And therefore, to create exactness is conceptually possible in a sense, in that you can hone your answers to something that you are comfortable with in that moment. But have you not noticed that if you hold on to a particular exactness long enough, in a way in which you will not allow for any expansion or change in your understanding of any particular concept, that it gets to be more and more difficult to hold on to that concept in that particular exact understanding. It becomes less and less in service to you to do so, and more challenging for you to hold on to it, until it becomes, in some cases, as a weight to you to keep you in one place and not expand with the energies within and around you. And so, we will qualify our answer. It is not exact, for any of your words have different meanings for each of you, and it is not for us to give meaning to your lives. We can introduce you to our perception, and in doing so, we may, for those who choose, expand your understanding of certain concepts and energies which you are currently experiencing and processing. However, it is not our, shall we say, role or job to give your life and your concepts and your ideas and your experiences meaning. Each consciousness energy has within it a level of choice in which to do this for themselves. And in your incarnate state, you have, shall we say, great latitude in your choices. Some of the greatest latitude of any incarnate state in this universe, in terms of what you have allowed yourselves to have for choices. And so, it is your choice, and as such, ascension will mean different things for different people, and it will be experienced in different ways, depending on each of you and your choices, and depending on the stages or levels that you are at. For instance, for some of you now, connecting, becoming aware that there is a higher self, that there is potentially an observer which may be, shall we say, greater or bigger than simply your incarnate being, is a form of ascension as such. If you are choosing to follow the experience, follow the expansion into this awareness as you have become and chosen to become aware of it. For others, it is actually working with the energies and frequencies in co-creation with the higher self, for a relationship has been not only brought into awareness and established, but channels have begun to open. There has been exchange now and integration between the incarnate expression of consciousness that you are and the higher consciousness expression that you also are. And therefore, many of you are also now exploring the actual expression and experience of, shall we say, moving or molding the frequency energies around you in different ways, and exploring the higher frequency ways of expressing this, and expressing yourselves, and experiencing yourselves. And there is a great continuum, an infinite continuum, that is available to you along the spectrum. And so, while we do have a perspective of your ascension process, as we have clarified here, we wish you to understand that it is through your own choice and it is through your own awareness that you will define this for yourselves. For even your concept of higher dimensional or higher frequency is still a concept. We understand it is useful for you in the dualistic experience that you are having in the incarnate state to use these concepts. However, higher and lower, as we see it from our perspective, are mostly understood by you along a vertical axis. And what we are describing is not necessarily a vertical axis. And as well, you often see this as a hierarchy, and it is not necessarily so, for there is just as much love, just as much oneness contained in a particle that you call the atom as there is in the entire universe and in all the universes of existence and elements of infinite expressions of consciousness. For there is that oneness energy, and it recognizes itself always. And so, we cannot give you necessarily an exact definition, for even if you were to decide on one, and this is at times a useful process for you all, it will change, it will grow, it will expand, just as you are. And so, in one way or another, all is ascending.